You are now tuned in to the one and only Mr. Merciless Badass. Welcome to the Murder Show. What's the goddamn deal, people? Welcome to the Murder Show. And welcome to another fire-ass video. I got some World at War gameplay for y'all, baby. The World War II hype is real. So many YouTubers out here making videos about this shit. Of course, me being an Aries, this was the last thing I wanted to do. But I heard some people wanted to know how I felt about it. And I decided I guess it's time for me to go ahead and speak my mind. And what better game to do it over than some World at War set in World War II. Now let's get straight into this shit. Everybody all excited for World War II. But I'm not. I'm not excited to hear that shit. I'm actually hella disappointed. How many times do we have to do World War II? The PS2 was full of World War II games. I enjoyed World War II on the PS2. The PS3 came out. They dropped World at War, amongst other games, set in World War II. How many times have we played World War II games? Huh? How many? I mean, come. I'm gonna try not to rant. Listen, I'm sick of playing World War II. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know. Is it just me? When I heard that the game was gonna be set in Vietnam, I was like, hell yeah. Cause Vietnam is a war that we are yet to really experience in a good game. Closest I came to Vietnam, of course y'all gonna bring Black Ops 1 out y'all ass. I ain't talking about that. There was a game on the PS2, I cannot think of the name of it, but it was set in Vietnam. But I think it had some fucking zombies in it or something. I don't remember what it was called, but anyway, you know, it was Vietnam. You fighting Chinamen and rice paddies and shit. Shit was real, shit was bloody. I liked it. Why must we keep going back to World War II, man? Like, I wanted to do Vietnam. I did. I wanted to stab people in the jungles. You know, I wanted to go down the foxholes, wherever the fuck. I wanted to have the booby traps. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go back and do Hitler again, man. I didn't want to storm the beaches and all that same shit. Like, how many times are we gonna play the same missions and do the same shit? I mean, it was a cool war, but I would much rather have done World War fucking I. You know, if we ain't gonna do Vietnam, why not do World War I? It would be interesting to see how Call of Duty would do that. I know the guns sucked back then, but fuck, Battlefield 1 just did it. I think Call of Duty is really afraid of what Battlefield is gonna do next year. I think that they thinking Battlefield, since they doing World War I this year, they gonna come with World War II next year, so they trying to beat them to their game. You know, if the supposed leak is true, which word on the street it is. You know what I'm saying? Got some credible people backing it up. So, you know, maybe it's true. But I would have even rather have done a World at War II. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to spit some real shit right here. I wish I was working for one of these companies. World at War II, but instead of set in World War II, set in modern day World War III that's getting ready to jump off. You know what I'm saying? Have all the real world players, America, China, North Korea, Russia. You know what I'm talking about? We done the past, we done the future. But we really only had one game set in the present time, and that was the game that set it all off. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Why is it that they tiptoe and dance around modern themes, you know what I'm saying, modern day scenarios, when the shit is so fucking juicy? I mean, we on the brink of fucking war with Russia and China. In case y'all don't fucking know, y'all probably don't, because most Americans spend their time with their head in the sand watching the goddamn media, who ain't doing nothing but telling you lies. But anyway, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do this again. But if they gonna come with World War II, goddamn it, again, you goddamn better make sure you did it. You do it better than they did in World at War. This game is gonna have to be just as gritty, just as grimy, just as bloody. Listen to the ambiance sounds. Listen to this shit. It's like a fucking soundtrack to a dope ass movie when you playing this game. Like World at War was such a perfect game, done so well. Like I wouldn't even touch World War II again. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't live up to this game right here, it's going to be a big disappointment for me. And, you know, if they going to bring back boots on the ground in World War II, they are going to have to do something about the movement system. It's a few things that we going to need in a World War II game in 2018 that, you know, maybe we could, you know, we didn't have to have that back in the day. 2018, we going to need some unlimited sprint. Not a fucking perk. We need everybody to have unlimited sprint. I know it ain't realistic, but goddamn, how much shit in Call of Duty is not realistic? It's a fucking game, for Christ's sake. I'm gonna need some unlimited sprint. I'm gonna need some type of advanced movement to help get around the map faster. I'm gonna need to be able to at least knee slide into a room to kill these corner campers when they sitting in these fucking bitch corners. You know what I'm talking about? I love the fast pace of the new cards. I'm cool with going back in the past as long as we keep the fast pace, you feel me? And the supply drop system. They gonna have to come with the same system they using in Advanced Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. We don't want that old Black Ops 3 system. But goddamn, why don't they do Vietnam? Why is it that developers are scared of? They must be scared. They must be scared of Vietnam because they won't do it. They just won't do it. They'll continue to revisit World War II instead of doing fucking Vietnam. It don't make sense, especially when Sledgehammer was working on the Vietnam game back when they decided to start Advanced Warfare. Seemed like it would have been a lot easier to just pick up and continue where the work left off for the new game, but you know, whatever, man. So that's my take on this shit. Do I believe it? Yeah, I believe it. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not, but you know, looking like it is. I hope y'all excited. I'm really not, you know. I've been a big fan of Call of Duty for a long time, you know, ever since Modern Warfare. But look like the thrill is beginning to die for me. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think it, you know, it got a lot to do with the carrot that they dangle in front of our face in the form of supply drop weapons that we can't get. You know what I'm saying? You know, the feeling of being used, of always being squeezed for more money. You know? Like, I'm really sick of that shit. You know, we going back in the past now. We doing World War II again. And I understand we're on a new console, you know. Yeah, I know it's got more capabilities than the PS. Come on, man. I'm really mad about Vietnam. I was really believing that it was going to be in Vietnam. I was excited about that. Something new, you know what I'm saying? I like new shit. I don't like doing the same shit over and over. You know, after playing a Call of Duty for the first year, I'm pretty much done. I'm sick of that game by then, you know? I'm a prestige grinder. I always hit max prestige. I mean, how many days worth of playtime do one man fucking need in the game, you know? But it is what it is, man. Whatever Call of Duty it is, you can best believe I'm gonna be playing it. Don't worry about that. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to pimp slap the piss out of that like button for your boy. Leave me a comment. And be sure to hit that motherfucking subscribe button and don't miss none of this Call of Duty real shit. It's the murder show. Fuck with me.